Hello class, this is a video tutorial on probability. In this video we're going to be looking at complementary events. So, if given an event E, so it can be anything, that contains a list of outcomes, the complement of the event, so the complement of E, are the list of outcomes not in the previous list that we've mentioned. This seems like a very tricky definition, but let's take a look at what it means first. Okay, if we are given an experiment, a dice is rolled, it's always good to begin by listing the sample space. So S is given as rolling a dice, so it can be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6. Okay, this isn't as necessary for now, but for later we'll already calculate the total outcomes, which is 6. So let's list the complement of the following events. Notice how we're saying to list the complement. So rolling a 6, and it's good also to show you how to write the notation for this. So rolling a 6. The event E of rolling a 6, well, what outcomes in our sample space rolls a 6? Well, it's a 6. It's very straightforward. And now to list the complement of the events, we write it as following: E dash or E prime. So if this is the list of E, which outcomes from our sample space are not in the list of E? Well, if 6 is present in E, the outcomes not in E are 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So we can list the complement as 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay. Let's do another example here. Let's list the complement of the event rolling an even. Let's begin by first writing out the event E. So which of the outcomes in the sample space are even? 2, 4, and 6 are. 2, 4, and 6 are even. Another way we can write the complement is E with a bar on top of it. So if 2, 4, and 6 are inside the list of E, the complement are those that are not in the list of E. So if 2, 4, and 6 are inside the list, the complement must be 1, 3, and 5. Alright, let's move right along. Let's list the outcomes of E. Rolling less than 3. Well, less than 3 is not 3, 3 is equal. So less than 3 is 1 and 2. So E is 1 and 2. Our event is 1 and 2. That's our list. The complement must be those that are not in the list of 1 and 2. So if 1 and 2 are inside E, the rest, 3, 4, 5, and 6, are inside the complement. And that's how we list the complement of events. Now, when it comes to calculating complementary probability, it is given as follows. The probability of a complement of an event is equal to 1 minus the probability of the actual event. And we'll demonstrate that very quickly with these 3 examples. So, if we have an event, the probability of any event is calculated to be 3 over 4. the probability of its complement is equal to 1 minus 3 over 4. You can use a calculator, you can use your head, but for this I shall demonstrate how to use it on a calculator. Gives us 1 over 4 equals 1 over 4. If the probability of some event A, doesn't always have to be E by the way, it can be A, B, C, D, or E, or whatever it might be. The probability of some event A is given as 0.3, it's a decimal. So the probability of A dash, or the complement of A, is given as 1 minus 0.3. That's easy to calculate as 0.7. Our last example here, the probability of some event X is given as 15%. Well, we can calculate the complement of X is given as 1 minus 15%. Well, that will be 85%. So I hope that gave you a very quick insight into how to list. So this is listing the complements of an event, and this is calculating the complementary probability of an event. Best of luck.